Jager O'Meara. What a great start to the game.
Little bit earlier, toss in the air. We're underway here. Good old Saturday afternoon footy at the G. Long bomb. Tom McDonald starting out of the goal square for Melbourne. So starting forward, he saw Kilty had a chance. His first game for the D's, big moment for him. Mature age recruit, been around for a while. He took it.
Got to hold your chest marks, Dwayne. That's the old rule.
Well, they don't change it in the wet, which is good to know. Once upon a time, that's a mark in the wet. Hunt, he picks it up, 45 out, and misses. Some slack. Can he find a chest? It's another mongrel inside 50. Touch play on. On the deck, O'Brien had a chance. Warple, clean hands, but he gave it straight back. Brayshaw, this is the moment, has to nail it, goes for home, gets it there.
Tracker, and you're absolutely right, they were desperate for this to go through. Another opportunity squandered, and if that occurs, it starts to really breed a bit of doubt in the team. So great that they've been able to set up behind the...
Over the top, and suddenly they are out. Out they go, and Brand's kick is a beauty, and it'll be a set shot from Wingard from 45 metres out directly in front. And we talk about hits to advantage in the ruck. That was it. That McAvoy tap got it from a congested play to a set shot. Beautiful stuff. And Wingard, who is normally so accurate, doesn't get near it.
He puts the Jets on. He sees McDonald over the top. Tom McDonald's had pounce on it. Brand left his man. Garlett and McDonald, 2-on-1 they had. He goes for goal. He better roll through. Hits the post. He had a 2-on-1 and he wasted it.
Well, we saw in the pre-game opportunities like that.
Smith looks up. Not a lot to go too long. Pulls the kick last second. Bruce protected the drop zone beautifully. Puopolo runs for him long to the square. Got a couple of... It's 50. So he'll kick from the top of the goal square and get the Hawks first.
The kick was magnificent to Bruce. Harms.
Yeah, once kicked 29 goals in a row when he was super hot. And the Hawks get a settler from the top of the square.
In this opening term, as you can see, 10 minutes left on the clock, up towards the full forward position.
That's right there, that's an example of it.
Ball's coming back.
That's all timing, Gary.
And McDonald is just having that luck at the moment, just a little bit short. Picked it up beautifully around the body. Here's a chance for Hunt, won't miss this one, and he kicks a beauty.
You're attacking 4-8s.
Brand out wide. They want a 2-on-3 there, Hawthorn with a 2. They do come up with a play on advantage. Lockhart goes for home and he wastes another.
Loves that front spot, brings it to the ground. Scully knew where it was going. So did Wingard, and Scully kept running. The two boom recruits, look at the kick inside from Scully. That is magnificent football. 15 goals from that position for the maestro from Hawthorn. That is a sensational goal. Off hands, Jeff Garlett, go, needs to for his side. Runs on, Neil Bullen, nice handball out the side. Now, Garlett's got the ball, looks inside, handball this time. Melksham will have to beat 3, he's gone, he's in all sorts. And umpire says you had it too long.
Really picked up, and they're just causing the turnovers, causing that errant handball from Melbourne. So great reply from the Hawks.
Puopolo flicks it over the top to Wingard. Got time, space, gives the handball up. Henderson, another touch. Gave it to Lewis in the pocket. Bruce opens it up. When they're hot, and he's hot right now.
He gets his pants pulled down. Fritsch just knocked out of his hand by Ruffy. And he just says, I'll show you a little bit of old Lee and Gather football. Hits it off the deck. And Isaac Smith is off to the races. 2 bounces over the top. O'Meara to the open goal. And they've put it through. 3 in a row to the Hawks. Another chain of magnificent football.
The contest, if you know it's coming, and gee, you can't set up for that. As much as we've spoken about Melbourne's inability to defend, when you're in position to score and you turn it over in the middle of the ground, it's going to be hard to stop.
Okay, so warning bells are going off everywhere from him.
50. Melbourne have the numbers around it, but they don't shark it. Henderson, he gathers, gave it to Ruff. He pops a 14-metre kick to Gunston. Silence from the crowd. Big kick this will hurt. It'll work back. Not enough. Oliver gives it up. Hibbert, Salem, cut down. He wasn't tackled, he was bumped according to the umpire. Kilty goes up, takes his first mark. down the line. A mongrel. Sicily read it well. Just floated on him a little. Petrarca knocked it down and Harms flicks it over the top. Golden opportunity here. Hunt's inside 50. Lockhart saw him. He can run on and give them early momentum. He gave it up. Garland, well, he knows he owes a teammate one. Stretch will do.
Well, they're the runners, Ed. They're the three quicker and better runners. So that's what they've struggled with for much of the year, is getting some leg speed out there.
That's it. They need a little bit of mayhem out there. Now's the chance. Gee, back-to-back goals will be so important as Harms bursts out of the centre up towards full forward position. Here's Garland. Kick the goal, Jeffy, yourself. Oh, and that sound you can hear is Jason Dunstall saying, just kick the drop punt for...
He pumps it to the pocket, hoping for a leaper. Front spot, Garland. Good crumb. Held. Didn't have it. Umpire doesn't give him one. Floater. Brayshaw there, and Howe crushed it out of play.
Good nick. He's in good crumbing form, Jeff Garland. He's getting to the right spots.
Flicks it wide to Shields. Gorn won't be quick enough to hold him up. He runs almost within range. Hits the top of the square. Great grab by Lewis.
Even their first game was 23.
Exactly. Hawthorn have a couple of younger players and young of games as well, as Mitch Lewis slots it. Hasn't had a lot of moment.
Pocket, but they have to reload and go again. Suddenly it's back out to 16 points. Harms out of the centre. That's a better kick into the sun. Oh, Petrarca, you beauty!
This helps take some pressure off as well.
Big kick. This one for Christian Petrarca. He's played well. Needs to execute the kick from 35 directly in front. What was that? Was it touched or did it just wobble off his shin? This kick is so important. Petrarca over the top to Harms, who cuts inside. This is the kick. This is the kick, and he executes beautifully.
That's the key, though. When you're outnumbered in your forward half, you've got to change the way you come in.
For his 20th career goal to keep Melbourne in season 2019. And he puts it straight through the middle. These are still going.
To go, he faked the handle but didn't step. Still told to go, and Haw got one for his trouble and might get a 50 as well. Doesn't. Haw hits a pretty good spot with that kick. Hunt stays down. His man thumped at Hardwick. Jones, well, he had it stolen from him and it'll work. Oliver.
Rui is to have some balance on the outside.
Effort would say, I've got to get to the ball.
Yes.
I've got to get into the contest. It's not always the right answer.
We've got stars everywhere you look, Melbourne. All the ingredients, just can't get it cooking.
Inside to Stratton, the 1-2 to Henderson was good. Next kick is the big one. Hits it to the hot spot. Rough heads there, 3-on-1. Nice mark. Nice mark taken there by Oscar McDonald. Good play. Now,
on here, he's got players out the back. Garland's one of them. Hunt's the other. Garland's at the back. Didn't quite get to him. Hardwick just got knuckles on it. Garland looks up. Needs to think his way through it. Jones, the back pedal, beautiful. Gave them the shake and bake. Gives them the goal.
Some ground ball for the first time, I think, all year, Melbourne. They've been dominated in ground ball in their back half and in their forward half, but today they've been able to get to it, and that's really great composure. It was a Brayshaw kick back here at half-back to Harms in the middle of the ground that changed the whole...
Letting the boil over now. We've got a real game on our hands at the G. As Salem goes long, McDonald puts his hands up. Garland is on. Garland is on. Garland's got it. Open goal. Garland kicks the goal. Melbourne are back in front. Here we go.
Impey from defence. Has Hawthorn got a response here? Bruce used his body beautifully.
So Melbourne have kicked the last 3 goals of this game, Dwayne.
Bruce is a sharpshooter, and you can rely on him in big situations. This is a big situation. Touched on the line, or is it through? You can rely on him.
The goal line to get a potential hand on it. And when you have a look at this on the replay, you'll find both Frost and, more importantly, Gorn in the field of play. When it comes to spoil this on the line, Max Gorn is in the complete wrong. The lesson's been learned a bit. Oliver again on the outside as the target from the stoppage.
So the Hawks patiently again go up the line. Here's Salem. Beautiful left foot kick. Saw the man and hit him. McDonald's got it.
Always been good at Tom
to
McDonald.
put Melbourne in front and get the momentum, as Nick Revolt just said. From 48 metres out, the kick is on its way, and he has split the middle. Tom McDonald standing up at the MCG.
It's it wide. Jones, Henderson, will they get near it? Henderson read it okay, but he knocked it straight down to Melksham. Spear pass, Hunt.
That is a great kick.
You can feel their momentum building, Melbourne. The belief starting to grow. They might have been last out of the stadium this season, but they're still in this marathon.
Scored from a centre clearance for about 3 weeks, really, and this is a goal from a centre clearance, and he stayed deep, Hunt. That's what I loved.
Once Hawthorn got out to a 16-point lead at one stage. Oh, a little bit of luck maybe coming Melbourne's way. Neil Bullen's kick bounces, 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 goal! 3 in a row.
Sums up the fortunes of Melbourne for the year as much as any. They have won 16 ground balls in their forward half of the ground. It's 16-4 in actual fact. That is unrecognisable. Unrecognisable for the year, and it just means they're getting another look at it. The ball stays in the area, and they've been able to hit the scoreboard as well.
Neil Bullen a kick away, and it falls to Hunt. There's that fortune, and it's favouring the Brave. Bit off more than he could chew. Jones caught high, he slipped into it, but he won it.
I thought it'd be for someone else to block a leading lane, Ed, and he needs to get behind the goals.
I reckon he's there to go back with it.
From outside the paint, he has spanked it, but wide.
Spot. Wants McDonald, goes over the head of Oliver. Here he's got it. Oliver, handball, twisting and turning the best and fairest. Gets it out to Brayshaw, wants his left boot. Probably needed to kick it with his right. It's punched away. Harms has been magnificent. Look at that. He's nearly knocked the goalpost out of the ground. He's
perfect. Gorn knock. Hardwick, Brand, Henderson, Gunston in the pocket. Got there. Did brilliantly with his body and hand use. He was once a sharpshooter. And this, a massive chance to put the momentum back in Hawthorn's favour. And that is as good as it gets. Plays on, gets it out of the area. Seconds keep ticking, but it might come back. Oscar needs to get it on the boot in a hurry. Needs to pump it forward. 5 seconds into the hole. Went to brother, couldn't trap it. Siren sounds. Saves the day. Saves his bacon there. Heads toward half forward. Gunston work to the front.
Such an important mark. 3-on-1. So now he allows the troops to just.
Then 50. So Gunston, Oscar McDonald was in the right
point of view, but he looms as Hawthorn's talisman, I reckon.
You've got to love the players with that give it to me look in their eyes. And he's got that look in his eyes. Looks inside, heads outside to Wingard. Crowd roaring. Shields working back, goal square. What about the delivery of that? Deserves some time to suck in the deep ones. Liam Shields worked overtime to get there. Kicks the goal. And there's a kick in it.
3 in a row. Sleeves and number 29 like a young Hassan man, Gary. He bombs it up towards the full forward position. McAvoy gets back. Couldn't quite grab it. Nice little handball over the top from stretch. Now they've got it back again. Hawthorn looking for the free kick. Good umpiring there. Didn't get sucked in for the head going back. Now they give Lewis a boo. They've waited a while. Now they give him a cheer because O'Brien read it beautifully off the boot. Here he is again. Didn't panic. Gunston. He kicks to forward 50. And Moore gets up. Has not scored in his career. Won't either. He gives it to Big Ruffy, who goes long and strong. He turns back the clock and puts Hawthorn back in front.
Opportunity to run through it. Run through the ball.
What a finish from Big Ruff, though. Took the responsibility. The give was great. And that just turned back the clock for the big fella.
And he's been anointed, Dylan Moore. He got the kiss on the forehead.
Strongly saw the call there from Jeffy Garlett, who caught one high. Melbourne fans said, yeah, what about that? He wasn't near the ball. Brand knocks it forward. Scully under pressure. He's besieged. Oh, they love that, the Melbourne fans. 50. It's got to be 50. Has to be 50.
How can he not pay the 50?
Man.
Has come into this game under a big cloud. Knows he can't kick the distance. Gorn got muscled out of it. O'Meara dropped the mark. He just throws the ball out. So does Henderson. They want the behinds, and they get it. Gets the handball out to Harms. twisting and turning inside to Neil Bullen, who kept going. Neil Bullen looks up, not much on. He kicks long to the goal square. Fridge, up he goes. Was he tunnelled? Could have been. Umpire says play on. Free kick. Hunt, advantage paid. Diving mark.
Hunt did. He didn't take the advantage until he could see he was free.
So Jay Lockhart has kicked 4 straight in his career. He's made it 5. Beautiful diving mark at full stretch by Lockhart. And Melbourne fight back and lead by 4 points.
He's halving the contest and then followed up his work and we ended up kicking the ball inside 50. And the tackle from Garlett was superb. The chase down tackle and Hunt's decision to come inside probably turned a 50-50 Jeffy shot at goal into a 95-5 from Lockhart. He's fought back well though in this quarter.
And we're back in the middle. And Kildy, the first gamer, gets his clearance. Blasted to Gawn, couldn't get there. Ball spills to the back to Brand. Turned into trouble. Sicily turns out of trouble. Ducked the head, Impey. Lift doors closed on him. Chance here for Melbourne. They are swarming. Jones. Harms. They lead by 2 kicks.
Capacity to either win it or put pressure and win it back is everything. And Kilty, a big moment. Max Gawn's gone the rest forward, but the ball hits the ground. Brand gets tackled. Sicily gets heat straight away, as does Impey. Ground ball again, and it's Oliver that gets it across to Jones to Harms to goal. So becoming increasingly important in footy.
Ground
by Burgoyne.
Great kick.
Into the middle. Delightful delivery. Moore finds his man, Bruce, lace out, puts a ribbon on it for him. Sucks in the deep breaths. Runs to 40. Take a breath while you can now. Suck in the deep ones. Big 5 minutes coming up. Runs. Gawn stands under it. McAvoy's there with him. Big Max.
From Max Gawn. Melksham bombs it long up towards Hunt. Got the front spot, the drop spot. He's got it. He's got the wheels. Can he get it there? No, he can't. Rush behind. Over the line. Is it or not? It's a goal. No, it's a point.
Thumped away from him. Wingard put his head down. Then he was caught. And he's cooked.
Well done, Marty Hawke. That's a big win for
Wimpy. Hawthorn could be out here. Needs to hit a target. Couldn't find one. Frost, the goalkeeper, sidestep. Bit of poetry in slow motion from the big man. And the game now rests in Lockhart's hands. Milking seconds off the clock well here. Game number 4. And he goes with the short.
Yeah, he gets another 30, can't you?
Yep.
So what does Melksham do here? He pulls the kick as well. McAvoy's in the hole. And Hawthorn have a roll of the dice left.
Here we go. Out come the Hawks. Burgoyne caught in the back. Umpire says stop the clock. Taken there by Walpole. Handball over the top. Beautiful play by Shill. A mark will win this, will it? No. Oh, Wingard's got it. 22 seconds. Play on, says the umpire. O'Meara's over the top of the ball. They dive in. Frost was magnificent. They get it out again. Neil Bullen goes towards the boundary line. Hawks have got the numbers here. Ball hits the deck. They want the boundary line. Petrarca goes in. He goes back a second time. 5 seconds. Melbourne's going to win. Melbourne